YouTube? In this video, we'll be going over the Howerton Performance Pro Kit, also their lighting kit, because this is a drag and drive car. So I went ahead and got the lighting kit where this mounts to the roll bar. Sorry, not the roll bar. This mounts to the steering column, and you will be able to turn on like turn signals, left, right, horn, and headlights. And this mounts to the steering column, like I said. And then this here is where all the fuses are, which I'm gonna mount under the dash. And it tells you exactly where to run the wire. So this is the rear. This is for, I believe, under the pedal for like brake lights and stuff. This is for the front. And they send the wiring a lot neater packaging than this. I ended up taking off the wire holders, and I was running the wires myself to see how far it goes. This here is pretty long. You're able to get it I'm able to get it to the front of the car. This one, I probably have to extend a little because it's an El Camino, and the back body is pretty long. So the wires at least reach to like half of the back. So I have to extend that. And then this one here, this is the fuse panel. Negative, positive. All the relays, fuses, outputs. This here connects to the switch panel, and it gives you instructions of how to put it in so it could mate up. Just like over here, this does also. Gives you instructions of how to put it in. So rear, you match up the lettering, and you just click it in. And along with this one here, it easily comes out to the point I could do it with one hand. You line up the lettering, you just push it in. Just like that. So back over here, this is a trans brake solenoid that I'll be using. They send this whole kit as one. The outputs are labeled all the way down, and it correlates with the switch panel. So for example, it says switch 1 will be here. Actually, switch 1 will be here. That'll be switch 1, 2. This is 2A and 2B. So this one switch right here will act as two outputs. That's switch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8A, and 8B is on the last one. So the second switch and the last switch has two outputs that you can use. So most of these, that starter, ignition, so like computer, maybe fuel pump, because I have two fuel pumps on this car. I want the electric one to be coming on with the computer, and then after a while it should turn off once the car sees a certain amount of boost for the methanol. The next switches, I have to still figure out what I'm going to do with those, because I know these here, they have the output wiring that you can use here to wire up other things. So I'm going to use this wiring, but I know on this it gives you spots where you can put headlights, interior lights, and things like that, but I already have that on this here. I wanted it to be a separate system, so I'm gonna use these switch for something else. I know one will be to turn on like the CO2 to build boost, and once I turn that on, that'll also change the tune inside the computer to know that it's gonna transition over to methanol. And then also we'll have a electric water pump that'll be on one of these, trans cooler, and anything else. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to be placing these things inside of the car. So I'll be putting the fuse panel here. Fuel panel will sit in the car just like that. Like I was saying, the fuel panel will be sitting here just like this. I'm still gonna have another seat here, but that seat will be pushed back more, not like my seat, it'll be pushed back more. So whoever I have riding in the car will be able to put their foot here, but these will be right here. The switch panel is pretty long. So when I put the roll cage in, I'll be able to put it up there, run it down inside this panel right here, and then bring it down and plug it into here. Okay, so like I was saying, the switch panel, once I get the roll cage in here, it'll be up there. And then I could take this here and run it inside this panel right here and have it go down behind the dash and be able to connect here. And then my outputs, which are here, which I don't know, because I might have to switch this to the other side, like move it over or turn the panel a little. But the outputs here, some will stay in the car anyway. Some will have to go up and out to the engine bay. So I might just keep it like this, and then the trans brake will come this way and come into this area where I will have the shifter. So pretty much the switch panel will be up there. That'll run through the panels, go down into here. And then I'm going to show you guys where I'll be mounting the headlight switch. Will be right behind here. This is the 7-inch dash for the Holly. The Holly 7-inch dash. This is the mount for Motion Raceworks. So that'll be mounting the light fixture back here. I'll go ahead and show you guys a video of that right now. All right, YouTube. So like I was saying, this here will be mounted to here just like this. I'm gonna have to see how I want it to be, so I'm gonna go ahead and sit in the car, get it matched up to where I want it to go, and then I'll turn you guys back on. All right, YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and install this on the string shaft. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in, get you a little bit closer so you can see. Like I was saying, this here will be mounted just like this. So just have to take these screws out. So as you guys can see, I kind of want it to be kind of where the G-body original light switch is, right here in this corner. And it works pretty good. And what I'll do is the wires will run down the column into the back, and I have the fuse panel mounted up behind the dash. So I'll be showing you guys that probably I'll show you guys now how that will run and show you how the wire will come through here. All right, YouTube. So you see where the fuse panel is right there. I'm gonna have a little hard time because it's long, so I might have to mount it in the middle of the dash. All right, YouTube. So like I was saying, I might have a hard time putting this up in there because behind the dash we don't have much room. So it may have to go up here in the middle. You can see now if I can get it there. But pretty much, yeah, I'd have to sit here some way, somehow. If I can get it up there, get it to mount. Probably make some mounts come off there. And then what will happen is the wire here. Okay, so like I was saying, the wire here, after it gets mounted up there, I'll have the wire coming through. I'll probably zip tie it up more to be away from the pedal. But this will come through here. And then it mounts up behind here. In which you see here, the two spaces here, there and there, lines up with the back of this here, and the other side only has one, so you actually can't put it in incorrect. So you put it in just like this. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. Probably would have been better if I would have did this while I was off the car, but trying to get a good video for you guys. There we go. You just click it in there. So what this will be is I'll have this zip tied up like that, and then it'll run down. And it will be on the other side of the pedal. It won't be interfering. So I'll have it up like that. Yes, like that. Right now it's getting caught up on the throttle pedal right now, so I'll turn you guys back on once I get it in a better position. All right, YouTube, we have it up in there. So as you can see, that's the front. This is the rear wiring here. This goes to the brake pedal. And then what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll run these wires through there. I'm gonna block that off, but get a grommet, run it through there. And then the rear will run through here, all the way down the back of the car and to the back where the factory wiring goes, right there. And then it goes out to the rear of the car. All right, YouTube, and like I was saying, they give you 2 packs of 12-foot wiring bundles that you can use as outputs. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They actually give you 9 wires. All right, YouTube, so like I was saying, as far as the wiring for each one of those, it's gonna be the CO2, water pump, transmission fan, and as we go on, the more and more things that I'll add to it. I have it hooked up to the fuse panel. So like you see, I don't have the factory wiring harness in the car because I never did like the factory wiring harnesses, like the big bulky plug that be on the firewall. I don't like that. So I'm gonna do it just like this. It'll make it easy for me to get to every fuse I need to, every wiring I need to. Thing that I have to get to, I can get to it right here. Trans brake solenoid, which with the El Camino, as you know, it usually is a bench seat. In my other videos, I installed the seats to make it a bucket seat. So I have to drill a hole in the middle anyway, so I can run the trans brake wiring and the shifter cable. Which the shifter I'm going to be getting is an air shifter. I'm going to get the Motion Raceworks Operator TH400 shifter. But I also been thinking about, since it's a drag and drive car, I do have two transmissions. I have a TH400 and I have a foil 80. So, and the way that I did the transmission cross member now, I can put both of them in there. All I have to do is switch, turn the cross member around and it'll mount to a foil 80. Turn it back the other way, it'll mount to a TH400. So we'll see which route I go with that, because I know the foil 80 is a TH400 with overdrive. So I was thinking about that, especially for the drag and drive, to be able to drive it on the street, highway miles and things like that. My goal is to actually one day travel with this car out of the state and see how far I can make it. So, because again, it's going to be a drag and drive car. So, I'll be getting more of the wiring done. That's what I'm going to start working on now. I still need to get the head sent out. I'm still thinking about taking it to King's Performance here in Burlington, North Carolina. I was going to work on the heads myself, but I am not buying expensive machinery just to work on some heads. So I'm thinking about just taking it to them. I already spoke to them about it. Give them the springs, give them everything, and let them install it. Clean up the heads, surface the heads, do a valve job and things like that on them. To, you know, put it on the stock motor. Like I said, I already let them know there'd be a stock motor, so it's not really too big of a deal. Like I said, with the bigger motor, I'll be buying better heads. I'll be going more in depth somewhat on the motor. You guys will know like the heads that I buy and things like that. But with this one, I'm just trying to get the car up and running, you know, do a little bit of racing, drag and drive, cruise around in this car and have a good time. Also, along with this kit, they gave out a free shirt. It was running promotional. This is how the shirt looks. I really like the shirt. As you see here. And then this is the front of it. It just says Howerton Performance. So I really appreciate them sending out a free shirt with buying the kit. It was running like a promotional deal where you got a free shirt along with buying the kit. And I didn't even know that when I bought the kit. I just bought the kit and then received the call and they asked me the size of the shirt and they thanked me for purchasing their kit. So I'm really thankful for that. And also they're good in answering questions on like Facebook. They also show you instructional videos on YouTube. So I also subscribe to their channel. So if you're looking for a wiring, I would say go to them. Once I get this in the car, I'll review on how it is. But and this is not a sponsored video. It's just I've been watching them for a couple pretty much a couple months. I've watched also High Noon Racing. He has one of these kits in his car. He has the Pro kit, I believe, in his car. So yeah, I just, you know, been looking at them before. I seen on High Noon Racing video, and it's a good kit for the price. So again, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Continue to watch the videos. Continue to make comments. If I'm doing something wrong, you see something wrong, let me know. Criticism is not a bad thing for me. Criticism is good. Teach you how to do things. It gets you a better understanding of someone else who already completed something. They can show you the best way to go without wasting your money. So that's what I'm doing with this build. I'm basically building this car, drag and drive, big rim race car. I'm gonna try to do both racing. I'll buy drag radials also later on, but right now it's just gonna be on the rims. But yeah, so again, thanks for watching and continue to like, comment, and subscribe.